Hi, everyone. Welcome back. You're still with us here on the C Morning Show, and it is time for our first discussion of the morning. And you may well know that entrepreneurship is one of the driving forces behind economic growth through innovation. However, young entrepreneurs in Indonesia have been facing several challenges, such as limited access to resources, as well as lacking support and collaboration with local authorities.
That's right, Paul, and sustainable efforts are therefore crucial to address these issues. Our guest and Sean are enhancing the entrepreneurship, I'm so sorry, it says his team, but Sean is here by himself, ecosystem in Indonesia through programs that support organizations and the entrepreneurs as well to make a positive impact.
Indeed, and as Karina mentioned, today
I'm so sorry I introduced him already, got so excited.
We do have Sean Bunjamin, the co-founder of Impact Hub, and today he will be discussing his work along with what Impact Hub is all about with us this morning. Sean, good morning.
Good morning, Sean.
Good morning, Karina. Good morning, Paul.
Thank you for being here.
All right, so let's kick things off by you telling us what exactly is Impact Hub.
All right, there's a lot of misconceptions, right? We have an Impact Hub network globally, but also we have Impact Hub Jakarta.
Okay.
So I'm representing Impact Hub Jakarta. And let me tell you what we are not first,
Okay.
right? So we are not just a co-working. Yes, we do have a co-working space in Kuningan area. So please stop by, come visit us. But we are beyond that. We also are not NGO, and we are not a government agency.
Okay.
So that's what we are not. So what Impact Hub is we are right now the largest network of social enterprises globally. So within our network, we have 30,000 plus social enterprise. Wow. Yes, and Indonesia and Jakarta has been proud members since 2017. So, and there are 220 plus hubs all around the world in 68 countries right now. And for those that are not familiar, social enterprise are businesses, entrepreneurs that are not just focusing on profit, but also people and planet. So profit, people, and planet. Obviously, profit is still number one. You still have to maintain your profit. Yes, it is still a business. Again, we're not supporting so much on the non-profit. So people, planet, and profit. So these are businesses and entrepreneurs that are profitable, but also caring for the social,
right.
Yes, for the people around them, and also for the environment where they are.
The 3 Ps, I like
The 3
it.
Yes,
Ps,
the
yeah.
3 Ps. Now, what Impact Hub network exists for is practically to create a safe haven for them, right? For them to thrive, for them to be able to do what they are, again, failure in entrepreneurship is number one, right? So getting through the hurdles and making them thrive, that's what Impact Hub is trying to do.
You're right. You know, Karina, I mean,
Yeah.
when it comes to starting a business these days, there's so many things such as startups, and I think it's very important
Yeah.
that you do have that added layer of importance. I mean, we do know, I mean, you of all people should know how important environmental issues are.
Yep.
And I think it's a really good thing that business are not only focused on the 1 P, which is just
Yeah,
profits.
3
We do
Ps.
have to focus on the planet for one, you know, and what its
Absolutely.
impact with the people around us, especially since there's so many people.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a collaboration between those 3 Ps, but it's also a collaboration between people.
Yes.
Yep.
Right, Sean, and you were talking about creating an ecosystem of networks where people can come and collaborate, to discuss, to exchange ideas. Can you maybe share us a little bit about the process of how Impact Hub works, how you can invite people to come in, to collaborate, and for them to network?
Yes. So of course, we are heavily dependent on our space. So we always have a physical space where you can come in and drop by. More often than not, what these entrepreneurs need, practically, to share their ideas, right? To get the affirmations, right? Network, to meet the people with same-mindedness. I think that's more important than, a membership. So we don't have that membership per se. It's more on the, if you join a program, we always have program all year long. So that might be suitable for you. Let's say you are women entrepreneurs, right? Yeah. And especially women entrepreneurs, for example, in climate sectors
Yeah.
or in recycling, upcycling sectors, right? So you can come to us and it's like, hey, introduce yourself, where you come from, and that's practically it. We don't have a membership. But if once you come here, once you talk to us, more often than not, just these people need to share their ideas and bounce their ideas with, right?
No, I was just telling Karina how there's just so many startups, especially here in Indonesia these days. I see that sometimes as a plus and a minus. I see that as a plus. It's growing so fast.
Yeah.
There's so many great creative ideas out there. But also at the downside of it is that, do you see it as a problem to connect people? Is that a problem here in Indonesia? Is connectivity difficult, which hence the importance of Impact Hub?
Absolutely. I think Jakarta, we're pretty lucky, right? The information and network density is very high, where you could be talking to people randomly in a pub, in a bar, in a cafe, and then, oh, wow, I'm doing that as well.
Right.
Can we
Right.
start working together?
Yeah.
Very easy. But for these people that, in the smaller cities,
Right.
areas.
or
Yeah.
towns, rural areas, these are very, very difficult and very precious,
Yeah.
right? So the more we get together, those are things that we took for granted in the bigger cities, right? So is it a hurdle? No, it's never enough, right? And let's not limit it to just startups. Think about it, right? What I really like and this is uniquely Indonesia, is that all the SME, the UMKM, right? All the ibu-ibu with their batik businesses, right? More often than not, when you talk to them, hey, you're practically a startup without realizing it.
Basically.
Right. Yes.
true.
But they never are represented enough.
Yeah.
So so I think this network and networkings are never enough. There's always a new person to meet.
You can never have enough
You
of
can
that.
never have
Yes,
enough, for
absolutely.
sure. And do you work with organizations or other companies to drive this program to sort of connect that with all the social entrepreneurs and also the startups that come to Impact Hub?
Yes, so again, Impact Hub is a global network, and we also have a regional entity in Asia Pacific, and Indonesia is within Asia Pacific. So all the programs, majority of the programs actually coming from global network, right? And then it's descended down to regional and to local levels.
Okay.
So yes, we work with NGOs, with government agencies, with commercial companies,
Yeah.
running their CSR budgets, foundations. So they help us to narrow down our scope of work.
Okay.
So some of these companies would come to us with very specific needs. It's like, I need to reach out to our friends, within the disability communities. Right, for example, in the rural areas, and to help these entrepreneurs in in this area, right? So we scout these new talents. So that's how it started, and then of course throughout the years we have compiled thousands of entrepreneurs.
Could you give us an example or a couple examples of some of the programs that have kind of trickled down from the global network? And do any of them have to be tailored to, because we do know every region has specific needs. Like in Indonesia, we're an archipelago, so there are different needs that perhaps countries that are shaped differently or have different kind of geographical or populated differently might have different needs as well.
Yeah.
What are some of the programs like?
So, for example, and it's been going on for 2 years, and next year also. It's a partnership with Bank of America.
Okay.
Again, it's a bank that we don't know, we don't really see them in Indonesia, but partnership happens globally, and then their target is to engage with cities that are facing climate challenges.
Okay.
In upcoming years. We're talking about 5 to 10 years in
Right.
the future. So last year they identified Taipei or Taiwan at large, Indonesia, Jakarta especially,
Really?
and the Philippines. So we did, and Malaysia, sorry. So again, like what you're saying exactly, very specific needs, and it's narrowed down to a certain area with the same challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we activate, we scout for solutions within not just startups, but again, communities and organizations within the climate sector, and we find hundreds of them within the region, and then we connect them with the local government.
Okay.
So that's how, again, like you're saying, it trickles down from the global, and of course we keep all those impact reports and all the reports within all those countries in the same format. So when you need to come to us, we can show you this is what we've been doing in country X, Y, Z, for within the same themes.
Okay.
Oh, that's very cool. Now, speaking of cross-regional challenges, Sean, has Impact Hub Jakarta also collaborated with other Impact Hubs in other countries or maybe even in other regions for a particular project?
Yeah, I think that particular project that we were talking about with the Bank of America, last year was called CSL, Climate Solution Lab.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we, at the end of the day, it's a demo day. And so it's not just within Indonesia, but within the 3 and 4 countries.
Okay.
Right, so when we were seeing the solutions from Taipei, for example, I'm really interested in this companies doing, recyclings of packaging, for example, right, in Taipei. So absolutely, like, oh yes, I think we could connect those with some companies in Indonesia.
Right.
So that's what we're trying to do next year regarding social and social what do you call it? Social procurement.
Okay.
That's what. Yeah. So that's coming up next year.
Wow.
Very good. Okay, so I can skip the question about what's in the future.
I was going to say,
But real quick, I mean, we're quickly running out of time here. You do mention that obviously you track data not just here in Indonesia, but all across the region as well. Can you give us an idea of what sort of impact that Impact Hub, is no pun intended, has had on the local entrepreneurship ecosystem so far?
Yes. So I think one of the program that we did with local partner, another bank actually, Mandiri.
Okay.
Again, it's a WMN, and it was the first time we were working with SMEs, and this started 3 years ago.
Okay.
And for the first time, actually, the realizations, right, of wow, apparently they are not just SMEs. They're actually, these are people that's been making business surviving for 5, 10 plus years, right? But calling themselves SMEs is an understatement.
Yeah.
Right. So with our help, and I'll probably say so, we give them that startup mindset.
Yeah.
Right, and give them that startup twist, how to scale, how to tell their stories, and 2 years running, and we've seen from the 60, now I think 25% plus start calling themselves startups.
Really?
And they get into competitions with other startups.
Nice.
And actually beating them, grants-wise, they
Wow.
managed to secure a few billions of grants, I think, just within that group of people. And and these are businesses that we think, they already run for 5, 10 years.
Yeah.
And they have 200 people working for them.
Right.
A lot more than the startups that we see. And I think that is the biggest impact.
And
right?
all this
100%.
growth is happening without them even realizing it, right?
Yes.
And it's just a matter of turning that switch on.
Yes.
Wow. Well, glad you guys are here to turn the switch on. 1 out of every 4. That's a pretty high number as well.
Impact Hub making an impact.
Yeah, absolutely. Sean, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you
Wish
so
we had
much,
more
Sean.
time to chat. But if you guys want to know more about Impact Hub, how can people reach out?
Again, please follow us on Instagram. I think that's the
Or come to
easiest
the
part.
hub.
Yes, we have a hub in
Network.
Kuningan, so Rasuna Said, so it's very easy to access. And I'm there 4 days out of a week, so come see
There
me.
you go. All right, folks, if you want to see Sean or the other Impact Hub team members, do pay them a visit at Impact Hub Kuningan, Jakarta. Once again, thank you so much, Sean, for joining us here in the studio. All right, folks, with that being said, we're now set for another commercial break, but when we return, we'll be bringing you the world headlines. Stay with us.